Hello. I just pulled into Aldi. I haven't been here in a while. I'm starting to feel like every Aldi video I do here lately starts out like that. I haven't been to Aldi in a while. I think because of our schedule, as the kids have gotten older and they have more activities, and so we have more obligations where they're concerned that take us out of the house, I've just opted to use more grocery pickup, like Walmart grocery pickup or delivery, Sam's pickup. And you can do Aldi pickup, but it's through Instacart, and I never can get a good feel for the prices. We're paying a little bit of a markup when we shop through Instacart as opposed to doing like a Walmart grocery pickup where the prices are pretty much going to be exactly what they are in store. Plus, I really enjoy going into Aldi and seeing what's new because they're always coming out with new products. A lot of them are seasonal and not available for very long, so it's just one of those places I like to go in and check it out. So let's go inside and see what's on sale and see what's new and what I can purchase to feed my family of 5 in the coming week. I almost forgot I need a quarter. That's how long it has been since I've been to Aldi. I almost forgot my Aldi quarter. Don't ever ask a mom if you can have her Aldi quarter. May not end well. The Aldi Special Finds, the Aisle of Shame, as we sometimes call it, is full of things for summer. It's like a summer theme, and we're getting ready to be in summer. We just have a few more days of school, and there's a couple of things that I'm gonna go ahead and pick up for my kids. My kids play a lot in the driveway, and they're very into like Foursquare, so I picked up 2 of these like playground balls that they have really reasonably priced. And I'm also finding this sidewalk chalk very interesting. I've never seen this before. Glitter and then neon, so I'm gonna get the neon. Lots of gardening accessories and also grilling accessories out today. Oh, I'm so glad they still have these. These are a favorite of mine. Yay! We love the little shortbread cookies that come out at Christmas time, so we're gonna give these a try. Thought these looked intriguing too. I'm just a little bit perturbed because when I looked at the online ad, it said raspberries were on sale, but that must have been regional because at my store, it's blackberries. And we like blackberries okay, but not as much as raspberries or strawberries. And if you have kids, you know why a sale on berries is super helpful. Like people will tell you, save for your kids, save for diapers, save for school, save for activities, save for college. What you really need is a berry budget. You need to save money for fruit. Like you're gonna spend an insane amount of money on fruit when you have kids. Okay, I'm really tempted by these soft baked flavored cookies. They have raspberry, key lime, and s'mores. I'm usually really tempted by anything lime flavored, but $2.99 for 10 cookies, like, I think I'll go ahead and leave those. And I don't know, probably don't need any more sugar, but really interesting, and I have not seen these before. Let me know in the comments if you tried these. Speaking of lime, they have their Aldios in the lime and also in the lemon. I feel like these would make like a good pie crust or some kind of icebox cake, you know, some kind of dessert that either involves ice cream or whipped cream and fruit or some kind of like cold pie. Okay, I'm caving. I am gonna try these. I haven't seen these yet. Pretzel crackers. And since I'm getting the pretzels, I need to get a dip, right? I mean, match made in heaven. These are new to me, the feta dips. I'm wondering if that's like the whipped feta that you can get at some restaurants. So we're gonna get some of that because I love feta. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at these gigantic marshmallows. It does say new. They haven't had these in a while. I mean, look at that. This is my hand. It's like the size of my palm. These are the regular marshmallows. These are the big ones. Regular, big. Those are gigantic. And then right next door, the teeny tiny ones, which is actually what I need for a recipe. Does anybody else ever walk down the grocery store aisles and say to yourself, this has gotten out of control. We've gone too far. Toasted street corn flavored popcorn. Salsa or queso flavored tortilla chips. They're not even gonna make you dip the chip into the salsa or the queso anymore. They're just gonna flavor the chip for you so you don't even have to do more than one step. Fried pickle and ranch dip. Dill pickle flavored popcorn. Spicy dill pickle flavored potato chips. I feel like pickles are really having a moment. They're really having a moment. Chocolate covered pretzel Oreos. And not to be outdone by the pretzel flavored Oreos, Oreo flavored pretzels. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about creativity and I pick some of this stuff up from time to time out of curiosity. I just sometimes have this realization that this is not the grocery store that my mom shopped in when I was a kid. Okay, everything is loaded up in the back of the car. I spent $226.75 before tax on 64 items. I want to show you what I got. I have some new items and also some shortcut items, more so than I would normally have. Y'all know I love a good shortcut, but I also like to kind of mix in making things from scratch and taking the long way to save money. But since we are in the middle of a kitchen renovation, we are using a few more shortcut items than we normally would. And in this season of our life, it actually is a budget habit. It is a money-saving habit because it's keeping us out of the drive-thru. It's keeping us from just going out to dinner or getting takeout every night, which would be even more expensive than the shortcut items. It also makes it just a tad trickier to do grocery hauls for you guys. Today they're installing cabinets in my house, so we will see if we can find a quiet place or a quiet 10 minutes or so I can show you what I purchased and tell you what I'm doing with it, the meals that I'm making for my family this week. Today's video is sponsored by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, artisanal pastries, and fresh pastas. They partner with small bakeries and pasta makers from across the country to bring you the highest quality breads, pastas, and pastries that can go from your freezer to your table in under 25 minutes. Their build-your-own box is completely customizable, meaning you can change up the products that you're getting in each delivery and get a mix of some of the new seasonal items that they're often introducing from month to month, and also your favorite classic items like sourdough breads and baguettes. Our personal favorites are the ciabatta breads and rolls, the demi baguettes, the croissants, the chocolate chip cookies, and the snickerdoodle cookies when they have them. One thing I really love about my Wild Grain subscription is that it's really flexible. You can delay or reschedule your deliveries, something that we are doing right now because we currently don't have an oven with our kitchen renovation. You can also gift your deliveries to another recipient if you simply don't want to receive a delivery that month. Right now you can get $30 off your first box with Wild Grain plus free croissants for life when you go to wildgrain.com/Mindy30 or you visit the link in the description box below and use my code Mindy30. They do have plant-based and gluten-free options in addition to all of their classic options. So again, if you want to try that out and get $30 off your first box of Wild Grain, you can visit the link in the description box and use my code Mindy30, or you can go to wildgrain.com/Mindy30. And thank you again to Wild Grain for sponsoring today's video. Okay, it's quiet in the house right now, so we are just gonna go rapid fire through all of the items that I purchased, starting with the cold stuff so I can get it in the fridge and the freezer. Extra jumbo raw shrimp. These do have the tail and the shell on. They're easy peel though. We're gonna do a shrimp boil this week, which is one of my kids' favorite. And it was 15 bucks for 2 pounds, which I think is a really good price. My favorite whole milk Greek yogurt, the key lime, rice cauliflower, green beans, frozen broccoli, frozen potatoes. These are like little tater tots, little crispy rounds. These are kind of like the ones that they have at Chick-fil-A at breakfast time. And then I've never tried their onion rings before. I picked up a bag to toss in the air fryer. I thought I might make like some cane sauce to go along with these one night when we're grilling. Funny story, my husband and I, about a month ago, were going out for a date night and we couldn't decide where to go to eat. And he pointed to Outback Steakhouse and I kind of gave him this look because we typically don't do chain restaurants. We try to go to local restaurants. And then I just looked at him and said, "You're really craving a bloomin' onion, aren't you?" And he was like, and I said, "Me too, let's go." A Parmesan wedge, some smoked sausages, some more smoked sausages, but these are already cut up. So I took the shortcut because this is what we use in the shrimp boil. 2 different kinds of cheese. I have been buying the shredded cheese more because again, it's just kind of a pain to try to find a place to shred up all the cheese that I normally shred. We're taking the shortcut. Rotisserie chicken, already pulled off the bone. Some flavored rice that I can cook in the microwave. Since my kids are almost done with school, breakfasts and lunches look a little different in the summertime. So I picked up some breakfast burritos and also some taquitos and little mini tacos that they can cook in the air fryer. This was one of the items on sale this week. They are chicken breast skewers, so the meat is already marinated and on the skewer. And since we are using our grill a lot while we don't have a kitchen, I thought these would be a great thing to cook up for dinner one night. Also for the grills, some of this salmon. This is the lightly smoked. My husband says this is really, really good, so he asked me to pick this up every time I go to Aldi. And then this is chicken breast that is already marinated. I got the Southwest style chicken, but they also had one that was like a basil pesto, I think. The other thing that we're using a lot to cook meals with right now is our slow cooker. And I have been buying these pre-seasoned pork shoulders from Aldi for a couple of years now. We especially like the carnitas one. These are really easy to throw in the slow cooker and then you can shred it up and make sandwiches or tacos or whatever you want with it. But right next to those in the refrigerated section, I noticed that they had brisket that was already seasoned and that was a small enough cut that I could actually put it into my slow cooker. So I picked up one of those because I'm a big fan of brisket and I never make it. So we're gonna try this out in the slow cooker. I feel like these are Aldi's attempts at two pretty popular dressings. This is the ranch yogurt dressing and dip. I'm thinking kind of like the Bold House Farms. Is that what it's called? Bold House Farms? Or you know what I'm talking about. And then this one looks kind of like the Lighthouse ranch dressing that we really like. So I thought we would try these out. Okay, you've seen the frozen produce I purchased. So let me show you the fresh stuff. Baby carrots, romaine hearts. Can you hear them testing the tornado sirens? They test on this day, every week at noon on this day that I'm filming. It's the song of my people. What is that, like a B flat? Boom! B flat. Pitch memory. I don't have perfect pitch, but I have decent pitch memory. But then there's like a secondary pitch here that they play at the same time. Is that a G flat? It's a G. I was close. I should have been able to figure that out in relationship to the B flat, but I'm a little out of practice. I've been out of the classroom as a music teacher for 7 years now. Okay, where was I? Produce. Apples, I know they're out of season. I keep picking them up because they look okay, and the ones we keep buying are okay. Berries, more berries. Ooh, these actually smell really good. And that's actually it for fresh produce because I plan to go to Walmart later this week. I need to get some corn on the cob for the shrimp boil, and I'm probably gonna pick up our first watermelon of the season. Lightning round of stuff that I pick up almost every time I go. Jar queso, diced tomatoes with green chilies, name brand Rotel. Refried beans, functional protein bars in the golden vanilla cookie flavor, pretzel slims, goldfish dupes called turtles. Has to be the extra cheddar. Sandwich bread. I mentioned in the store the mini marshmallows and the little pretzel crackers. They had in stock my favorite of the little German snacks that they put out from time to time. These are the peanut puffs, and I get 2 bags pretty much every time I see them. They also had their pasta salads. These are a seasonal item, I found out. They're pretty much only out at summer, and they were already starting to run low, so I picked up 2 boxes. I can finagle how to make this using the saute function on my slow cooker because I can boil pasta in it. So I will probably make up both boxes at the same time and put it in the refrigerator when we are gonna have like back-to-back grilling nights. More microwave ready rice. And this is the cilantro lime flavor. I haven't seen that in the Aldi brand. If I buy tortilla chips at Aldi, I only buy this kind. The big dippers, like the bowl shaped tortilla chips. I do not like any of the other tortilla chips in the Aldi brand. It's one of the rare exceptions for me because I mostly like their brand of items. There are very few items I don't care for. Tortilla chips are one of them. Normally we use a silicone popcorn popper to pop plain kernels and then season them ourselves, but again, kind of hard to do that and like dirty up bowls and stuff when we are trying to limit the number of dishes we're using. So I just got regular old microwave popcorn bags for the kids to snack on for the next couple weeks. Dill pickles, which I hate. I cannot stand pickles, but my son loves them. So these are going in the fridge for him. I'm a big fan of a nice piece of peanut butter toast in the morning, but I've been looking for ways to kind of up my nutrition. So I picked up this protein bread to try. I think this might be the Aldi version of the Dave's Killer Bread, but it has 14 grams of protein, 6 grams of net carbs, and 150 calories for 2 slices. So I thought I would give this a try to sort of up the nutrition of my toast when I want to have that. Or sandwiches or anything else that calls for bread. And I showed you the sidewalk chalk and the playground balls from the Aldi Finds aisle, but I also picked up these little foaming hand soaps because we're almost out and our dispensers are starting to not work very well. So I could refill these using like a little bit of Dawn and water, but occasionally the dispensers need to be replaced. So I went and picked up these 2, plus these shortbread cookies, which quite frankly, I'm just gonna open up and try right now. Yeah, those are good. Really crunchy, buttery, can definitely taste like a vanilla flavor. This would be great with a cup of coffee. Or just on their own, it's fine too. Okay, it's a few days later and I thought I'd come back and share some of the meals that we've been enjoying this past week. We've been wrapping up school. We have been pretty busy. I've been talking about Maycember on this channel and on my vlogging channel. By the way, I'll leave a link to that channel in the description box below in case you're interested in more vlog style content. One night, my husband did grill up the salmon and all of the chicken that I purchased. And the great thing about that is that it was enough that one night we had it with the rice and some steam in the bag veggies. And then the next night, overnight, I made up some of that pasta salad earlier in the day, and we were able to have the rest of the leftover chicken and fish. So we got 2 meals out of that. I also cooked up the pre-seasoned brisket in my crock pot, and it was pretty good, but I want to try it again because I cooked mine on high for about 10 hours because I got it going the morning of, and I want to get another one and start it the night before and let it cook on low all day, like overnight and all day, just like I do my chuck roasts, because I think that will make it even more tender and like fall apart delicious. And my kids are already going through the freezer items like the taquitos and the little mini tacos and the little hash brown potatoes and the burritos and all the little snacky items that we've purchased to make up lunches for the summer. I'm usually filming about 7 to 14 days ahead, but on the day that I'm filming this, I actually have 2 that are already home for the summer. In fact, they're out enjoying that neon sidewalk chalk that I purchased, which by the way is fantastic. It is super vibrant, bold color. You need to pick some of that up if you've got kids into sidewalk chalk. And then my other child is taking finals as we speak, so she will be finishing up tomorrow with her school year, and at that time we are going to celebrate with one of our favorite summer meals, a shrimp boil. I do this in the crock pot. It is super easy. You just put the sausage and whatever vegetables you want to cook up into the crock pot with the broth and the seasonings. I cook it on high for 3 to 4 hours, and then I will add the shrimp at the very end, like for about 20 minutes or so to cook those shrimp up. Once it's done cooking, I cover our patio table with brown butcher paper, and I just drain the shrimp boil and pour it directly onto the table for everybody to enjoy with a little bit of melted butter and bread. So delicious and super easy cleanup because you just put away any leftovers and then you wrap the rest of it up in the brown paper and just take it directly to the trash. I'm gonna have more videos coming your way with meal ideas and grocery hauls for summer, including budget meal ideas. So be sure that you are subscribed. Check out one of these videos to watch next, and I'll see you there.